And we are wrestling with New Japan's Best of the Super Juniors. And we're going to talk a little bit more than just Best of the Super Juniors. As last week was Wrestling's on Takeru. And this this event kind of seemed like it was the start of New Japan kind of getting on its feet again. You know, obviously the pandemic um, kind of paused everything in the world, and especially for New Japan, and the Olympics as well. And looking at the matches, the people announced for the Best of the Super Junior, it does seem like there was really some consideration put into this tournament, and not every jabroni Joe that New Japan was put into it. Your thoughts on New Japan maybe getting back to normal, Scooter?
If they get back to normal, good for them. I mean, quite honestly, I don't know what would be considered normal for New Japan anymore these days.
Well, bringing in some guys shooting talent. At and let's start with the best of the Super Juniors. Um, I'm gonna tell you a name. You give me a one-word response or first thing that comes to mind. Ryosuke Taguchi.
Who?
Taguchi, the guy
Well, that
with
was my
the
answer. Who? Uh, good guy. You're hanging me out to dry here, James.
yo
Yo, you.
Clark Connors,
Phone booth.
Hiromu Takahashi,
That kid's gonna go places.
Yoshinobu Kanemaru,
Underappreciated.
Ace Austin,
Go back to Impact.
Alex Alex Zane,
Go back to MLW.
Francisco Akira,
Pick a nationality and stick with it.
Taiki Ishimori,
Finally, a name.
Hiro, Takahashi wasn't a name.
I mean, it is a name in that it's got letters and
Where's Felipe? So,
show enough.
Master Wado,
Is he related to Wheeler Yuta?
not that I'm aware.
I mean, uh, is there an apprentice Watto?
No, he is the apprentice.
But then he can't be a master.
Well, he's on his way to being the Grandmaster.
But he won't ever make the rank of Grandmaster Sexay.
Nobody ever will. I wish we had two the two cold theme to play right this second.
Jesus died today.
Robbie Eagles.
I love Hotel California.
Teton.
Very grand.
Bushi.
God bless you.
El Desperado.
He is gonna go places.
Dipsy.
In my pants?
Alabama.
What?
El Lindaman? Lindana?
Ellen. Dang it, now I gotta.
While you're Googling that, I'll give you the next name. Will Yuta.
There we go. Blackpool Combat Club is expanding with a Japanese franchise.
TJP.
Seems like you should put him with Dookie.
El Phantasma.
He's gotta clearly shine here.
So,
L. Lindemann. What the L Lindemann. Wow.
everybody wants to know who El Lindaman is.
I mean, it's like, it sounds like somebody just like gave him some bad Spanish.
What are your thoughts, Bozo?
Cradle the balls!
So, honestly, we got a lot of names from outside. Yuta, Lindemann, Teton, Zane,
Wait, Teton.
Oscar.
Isn't it Titan?
It's Titan, but they call him Teton because it's
God,
all Spanish
God,
type.
God damn it.
Yeah. Just from my perspective, we got Ace Austin from Impact, Alex Zane from MLW, Akira from wherever, Yuta from AEW, uh, Titan from AAA, no, CMLL. There's at least four companies that's involved in this tournament. So it's not like the last 2 years have just been New Japan exclusive, no really, gaishings. This is an impressive step back into becoming the New Japan that they was before the pandemic, no, Scooter?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so.
Hearing this list, does it make you feel like we might get the same treatment for maybe the G1?
I hope.
Do you think
I really.
John Moxley or Brian Danielson might be available for that event, those events?
I wouldn't be surprised if we at least saw Danielson. I
JJ,
mean,
oh,
and given that well, Moxley is part of the main event in the DC show,
right.
um, so
And Yuta's obviously in this tournament.
I think it makes sense for Danielson to be part of at least one of the next upcoming New Japan events.
But you said something interesting. You felt Brian Danielson was more likely to show up at a G1 than Moxley, who Moxley is an actual contracted superstar from New Japan.
Yeah, because I think New Japan it would be somewhat of a rebuilding year for the G1. So why not bring in one of the actual best all around wrestlers who can give you at least a number of consistent matches throughout the entire G1.
Very true. Is there any and going to what we're seeing in the best of Super Juniors? Is there anybody in Impact that would maybe be great in a G1?
Uh, I mean, you could probably put Chris Sabin in. You could probably
These
put
are
Alex Shelley in.
they're juniors, sure.
So what? At this point, really? Um, I mean, Saban's getting to the point, the point where at the age where he ain't gonna be a junior that much longer.
He's a senior.
Exactly. I mean, and anybody else from Impact?
I'm
Uh,
surprised that you didn't go with your go-to.
Moose,
Yes. Why did it take you so long?
because the G1 is not Moose's thing. I'd expect Josh Alexander before I saw Moose.
My thoughts went to Josh Alexander as well. But, G1 isn't exclusive to, only great wrestlers. They have some monsters in there as well. And, they had Bad Luck Fale and for many years. And Moose did wrestle Ishii not too long ago at a New Japan event. Or maybe it was long ago.
It's possible. Yeah, I could see Moose. I would not be surprised if maybe we even saw Christian Cage.
Now, that just makes me wonder, can his body hold up for such a rigorous course?
I think that's how he finds out if he can.
And maybe the worst possible way. But that begs the question, will we see Jurassic Express and tag team G1?
Mm, there's more chance. I think there's a better chance of God showing up on American soil to wrestle Jurassic Express than Jurassic Express going over there. Quite honestly.
I don't know. And lastly, what are your thoughts on Yoshihashi?
Fuck the Crimson Tide. I mean, fuck Ronda Rousey. I mean, god damn it. You love Yoshihashi.
Hey, one day, hey. Okay, so coming in after Best Super Juniors concludes, The main event of Dominion is Kazuchika Okada versus Jay White. Jay White back on Japanese soil in over a year. Um, it kind of seems like they tried the Will Ospreay route and kind of make him the top Gaijin uh, uh, wrestler in New Japan, and obviously it didn't really work out. So is this them pushing Will Ospreay to the side and going with the guy that they know is reliable? Is this just waiting for the right opportunity to bring him back because Bullet Club is probably the strongest it's been in 5 years? What are your thoughts on Jay White getting back to the main event?
The question is, does he need that spot anymore? Quite honestly,
I think it kind of really does because at this moment in time, I don't believe them wrestling Okada right now. From where he was and where he is, two very different Jay Whites, in my mind.
very true. Very true.
What about Will Ospreay? Did they try an experiment, or will we see him up there as well?
Uh, yeah, I bet we even see him up there.
Alright, well, that will conclude our coverage of New Japan, all things New Japan. If you like what we're doing, please like, subscribe, comment, go on YouTube, and Castbox. Of course, this is sponsored by Rose Energy and Carolina Coffee. Join us this Wednesday as we interview Brock Spolder. And follow the show on Twitter and Instagram at Wrestling with E. You can follow me at JamesJ993. You can follow Felico at I am Felico. And where can they find Scooter?
Follow me on Twitter at ScooterDust. Find me and James hosting the remix on YouTube
Yes,
tomorrow
sir.
night. Yep, tomorrow night, WrestleMania Backlash. And of course, find me on Twitch along with Rico Constantino Jr. and the rest of the Smoking Dragons Squad at Twitch.tv. Backslash Smoking Dragons.
For Kaliko Yatu Scooter Dust, I'm James J, and this has been Wrestling with Entertainment.